Hey, it's Lee, and I'm here with another Pickles video. I actually bought some stuff on eBay fairly recently, and they're pretty big titles. Basically, I had a bunch of credit, some PayPal payments that came in, and I said, you know what, I have a lot of credit. There's a huge game that I've always wanted. Why don't I go ahead and buy it? And I did. Only after committing to buy it did I realize that my PayPal funds hadn't cleared. And then after that, I actually got other news, which was that, and I'd kind of forgotten about this when I bought the big time game. I had put in a bid on this game, and I won the auction. I put basically the minimum bid, and I expected it to go for a little bit more. Not much more. I didn't get a crazy steal, but I basically paid about, I'd say $15 less than I expected for this game, and I expected someone to outbid me. And that came in after I spent a ton of money on a game that I didn't expect to spend that much money on. So, bottom line, my wallet was really hurting for a while, and while I'm kind of sad about how badly it hit my wallet, I'm really happy with what I got. So this is actually a pretty cool title on its own. If this was my only pickup on eBay, it would be a pretty good day for me. This is Hellfire, and it's a shooter, and it seems like a pretty good shooter from the looks of it. I haven't tried it yet. I just got it a couple days ago. Now, the case, everything has shifted over a little bit. Everything kind of slid within the case. I had some doubts that this was real. I have no reason to doubt it because it looks like properly printed. Everything looks legit. But the case is almost so pretty. I think the case might not be original. I think everything else might be fine. And this label felt a little too perfect for me. But I don't know. I'm going to trust that it's real. The manual is definitely real. I don't have any doubt about that. And the more I looked at this label, the more it seemed real to me. But yeah, at first I was like, this is in such perfect condition. This can't be real. So yeah, Hellfire is a shooter. I believe it's top-down shooter, yeah. No, it's horizontal. What am I talking about? Whatever. Maybe I'm confusing it with another game. I'm at that point where I'm forgetting what I'm buying. But yeah, shooter. All I remember saying to myself when I saw it was that this looks better than I thought it would be. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out. I paid... What did I pay? Like 70 something dollars for this. Maybe 80. Shipped, which is good, and eBay international import charges and everything else ends up almost impossible to buy from an U.S. Well, from anybody international. To get it to Canada is so expensive nowadays. So the fact that I was able to get this and still get a price that's under what I pay locally if they had it, I was really happy. And then the game that I did break the bank for, probably, I would say, for the longest time, like since the moment I started collecting, the game that I've wanted the most, and then it just got kind of priced out of my range. And then I said, once I had some credit on my account, then I said, well, it's kind of in my range now. This is M.U.S.H.A, and it's a bit of a sun-damaged copy. It's not a perfect copy. It's not even complete. It does not have a manual, but I don't care about manuals. This game is extremely expensive. If you guys, well, anybody who's collected Genesis should know about M.U.S.H.A, because it's kind of one of the holy grail games. There's basically only one more game that's more expensive than M.U.S.H.A. M.U.S.H.A is a really, really desirable game, a very beloved game of certain people. And this this card is actually in beautiful shape, and the sticker is actually removable. I checked. It'll be easy to remove. Story about M.U.S.H.A for me. When I was a kid, I had I'm going to call him a friend, but he wasn't really my friend. He was a person I hung out with who I couldn't stand, but he had everything. His parents were not very good parents. And this kid was a brat. And he got anything he wanted, and his parents bought him every video game almost known to man. It was ridiculous. And M.U.S.H.A was one of the games he had. And because he had such cool stuff, I kind of remained his friend for a longer time than I probably should have, because he was just kind of a mean kid. But I would go over to his place. I would endure the annoyance that he was in order to play these types of games. This wasn't certainly not the only thing we played, but I just remembered playing this game when I was a kid and liking it a lot. And then when I started collecting, I looked it up and saw the price, and I said, I didn't know this was so rare. Why did we treat it like crap? Because we would toss this thing around like there was no tomorrow. So I always kind of wanted it, and then the price just jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped, and I said, I'll never own this. But then I made a bunch of sales on eBay, and I said, you know what? I have a bit of credit. At the time, I thought I would have about, a couple hundred in credit. But about 100 of that, or even more than 100 of that, hadn't cleared. So I ended up paying quite a bit for this. It was a lot of money. It's the most money I've ever spent on a video game. But it's the most desirable game for me as a collector that I've ever had. It was a must-have for me. I was going to get it eventually. I like that I got an imperfect copy. I love that I have absolutely no doubt that it's real. Because of the wear on it, to me it's an absolutely legit copy, and I don't have to think about it, which I love. I don't have to stress over the fact that it's a fake. It could be a fake copy. This thing looks very, very legit. I trust it, and I like it. But yeah, M.U.S.H.A is a holy grail for me. I'm really excited. I'm trying to control myself right now, but I can't explain how excited I am to have it. And it looks like it was at least distributed or licensed by the same company, which is kind of cool, as Hellfire. So yeah, this is a really good day. These came in a couple days apart, but I figured I'd combine the film. The film. This is the second time I've called these films. One of my best pickups. I know this might not be my most popular pickups video, but for me, this is my best pickups video because this is a hell of a title, and this is the greatest get I've ever had. So, and it's not like I found it in a yard sale, which would have been amazing or something like that, but still, I actually thought the price I paid, relatively speaking, based on the prices I'm seeing right now, was pretty decent. For a complete copy of this right now, they look like they can go, in this upwards of $600-700 right now. It's crazy, the prices on these. And for me, in Canadian dollars, I still managed to keep it, even with import charges and shipping. I think I paid, in the low 400s, which is not bad at all. It's not great. It's not great, but it's not bad at all. And because I had a bit of credit on my account, it ended up being, in the 300s. But I had hoped it would be in the 200 range, because at $200 in M.U.S.H.A it feels amazing. But you live, you learn. Now I understand how PayPal works, and now I have a big chunk of credit that I can use towards something else. So that's always good. All right, I've talked enough about this. I'm sorry. I was really, really excited. I know I don't sound excited, but that's because my roommate is sleeping right now, and I don't want to wake him up. But I am extremely pumped. I will be popping these into the Genesis probably tomorrow, and firing them up and testing them. And my next pickups video will probably not have as much value on the table as this. I do plan on going to yard sales shortly, and I'll share whatever my results are. All right. Thanks for watching.